Hello and a warm welcome to World This Week by Latest Laws. This is a weekly program, so hit the bell icon to get notifications for new videos. My name is Vasvi Bhatia and let's begin with Supreme Court this week.
The Supreme Court bench has commented on the conundrum in case of PILs as it stated that though precious for concerns of public at large, frivolous ones do burden courts unnecessarily. The CJI-led three-judge bench has observed that PIL litigation has alleviated the conditions of the citizens in general, but thousands of frivolous petitions are filed, burdening the docket of both this court and the high courts. The Supreme Court, while rejecting a faction that equity principle should be applied when dealing with condonation of delay, in turn observed that such pleas should be dismissed if it is found that delay is not properly explained. The bench noted that the period of limitation cannot be extended on equitable ground. The division bench of the Supreme Court, consisting of Justice Ajay Rastogi and Abhay S. Oka, while setting aside an order of the High Court, opined that concerning the scope of judicial review in the matters of disciplinary inquiry, it has been settled that the constitutional courts, while exercising their power of judicial review under Articles 226 or 227 of the Constitution, would not assume the role of the appellate authority, where jurisdiction is circumscribed by limits of correcting errors of law or procedural errors leading to manifest injustice or violation of principles of natural justice. At the same time, the power of judicial review is not analogous to adjudication on the case of merits as an appellate authority. Next, we have the Delhi High Court. The High Court of Delhi has flagged the construction of concrete ramps by residents in front of houses, saying it creates hurdles in the free movement of people. While dealing with two separate pleas on illegal concertization of trees in Kalkaji, CR Park and Vasant Vihar, noted that a person on a wheelchair or even a person with a walker and or crutches won't be able to use the footpath due to such constructions. The Delhi High Court has been informed via one additional affidavit filed by the registry that three new additional sessions judge courts will be a constitution in Patiala House Court for assigning and distribution of cases already pending before two designated special courts. The registry disclosed that its Administrative and General Supervision Committee has resolved that 5 courts of NIA Act in the Patiala House Court will be shifted to the Rouse Avenue to enable creation of more ASJ Courts. The Delhi High Court has held that it requires more than mere wrong decision to attract the supervisory jurisdiction of High Court under Article 227 of the Constitution of India. The High Court of Delhi issued notice to the government of NCT Delhi over the petitions moved by several liquor vendors challenging order by which the Excise Department of Delhi has prohibited the issuance or grant of discounts, rebate, concessions by the retail licensees on alcohol brands in view of reports of overcrowding outside vends and the existing threat of COVID-19. Next, we have the Allahabad High Court. The Allahabad High Court has accepted the unconditional and unqualified apology of an advocate for hurling insults towards a lady judge during course of hearing. The division bench, while closing the contempt case, however, has fined the advocate with a cost of 2,000 rupees, which is to be deposited at the District Legal Services Authority. Next, we have the Karnataka High Court. The Karnataka High Court has upheld the conviction and sentencing of a commercial tax officer who was caught with a bribe of rupees 5 lakhs in December 2008. Next, we have the Bombay High Court. The Bombay High Court has held that the power of the state government to issue executive directions is confined to filling up the gaps or covering the area which otherwise would not have been covered by the existing statutory rules, and such instructions or orders must be subservient to the statutory rule. Next, we have the Guwahati High Court. The High Court of Guwahati has opened an e-Seva Kendra on the premises of the old block of the principal seat of the court in order to enable the litigants to obtain information with respect to case status and obtain copies of judgments and orders in a hassle-free manner. Next, we have the Madras High Court. The High Court of Madras imposed an exemplary cost of rupees 10,000 on a man who filed a public interest litigation to disqualify returning candidates of DMK and BJP, saying they issued advertisements in newspapers on the day of polling for urban local body elections in violation of Model Code of Conduct. The Madras High Court has lambasted the State Educational Department and voiced serious concerns on the quality of education imparted, while also scorning government school teachers who provide private tuitions. Next, we have miscellaneous news. The Central Bureau of Investigation has arrested an Assistant Director of Delhi Development Authority, Delhi, for demanding and accepting a bribe of rupees 30,000 from the complainant. A case was registered on complaint against the Assistant Director, DDA, Lakshmi Nagar 2, Delhi on the allegations of demanding bribe of Rs 50,000 from the complainant to clear the file related to issuance of conveyance deed of property in the name of his wife. It was further alleged that the accused agreed to accept bribe of Rs 30,000 after negotiation. Finally, we have the international news. The Kremlin has said that it is not planning to institute martial law in Russia, as rumors have spread that the government is preparing for a clampdown tied to its invasion of Ukraine. Thousands of Russians have begun fleeing the country amid unsourced reports that the borders could close as soon as this weekend after an extraordinary session of the Federation Council, Russia's upper house of parliament. A UK resident got the shock of his life when he received a compensation check from his energy supplier, a photo which has now gone viral showing a whopping sum of the issued check. On Feb 12th, Gareth Hughes, a Hebden Bridge, West Yorkshire, tweeted an image that suggests that energy supplier Northern Power Grid has issued a check of more than 2.3 trillion to him. The High Court of Islamabad gave more information for India to appoint a lawyer for Kulbhushan Jadhav, who was sentenced to death by a secret military court in April 2017 over allegations of spying. This is a weekly program. To get more information, please check the description box, and to get weekly updates, like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you and have a nice day.